Donna.
All right, we're going live here in 5,
5,
4,
4,
3,
3,
2,
2.
1.
Welcome, welcome, welcome everybody to another episode of Dr. Reese Live. We had some complications last time, but we're back and better than before. We have new angles. And so as you see, Coach Levi is in the shot. And also Coach Christine decided to join us tonight. So happy to have Coach Christine.
And
the
IG
is
doing something different too.
doing something different.
Levi's
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah, I'm pretty concentrated right now, but
Okay. Well, Levi's taking care of stuff. We're gonna let Levi do
He's
what he
flying
does.
the plane.
Yeah, he's
We're
flying the
just
plane.
passengers.
hey, co-pilot.
You can see exactly how busy he is by that camera angle right there. And we have Dr. Reese with us, the only head-to-toe healer in the world. How are you doing tonight, Dr. Reese?
I'm doing fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate all the comments that have come in from the seminar videos because they're slowly but surely going out.
Yeah.
People are seeing them and seeing what they missed. It's good. And now we're on to membership, which comes out June 4th.
That next big thing.
And we'll be live that night, June 4th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to launch it.
Yeah. What day is that? Do you know?
The Tuesday.
Tuesday. What?
Yeah.
Oh, you playing that? Or are you?
Yeah, I'm playing that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna go.
2 weeks behind here.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
June 4th, Dr. Reese Plus.
Mm-hmm. Nervous?
I'm not nervous, but I'm looking forward to getting it going.
Yeah. It's this whole month has been pretty crazy for the clinic. I mean, the seminar, and then after that, getting the membership prepared for everybody. It's no easy feat
No,
at all.
I told you guys it's foot on the pedal until July.
Yeah. And will it end in July?
Until you hear fireworks.
Yeah.
Pop, 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 pop. All right, it's July.
I can't even look up. It just seems like the months just fly by. Ooh. But yeah, while everybody's loading in, go ahead and let me know where you're coming in from. And in about 10 minutes, we're going to start doing questions. So load those questions in as well. And we'll get right to you. 10 minutes, okay? Counting on you. And those in the Zoom room, you can raise your hand. Usually Zoom picks it up if you actually physically raise your hand, or I'll notice you in the corner and I'll probably call on you. Just like, like Christine's doing. Just do a little wave. I'll notice you and bring you right on. But
there's a way to get balloons too.
Peace. I can't do it because the camera's too far away. Christine can do it. I don't know.
I think you got to wiggle the fingers.
Like this, probably. I don't know. It only works with Kevin, so whatever. I just know the thumbs up works, though. If you, like, throw your back. Like, put it in your face. Christine.
Or we're having too much fun.
I just... Okay, Zoom doesn't like us today. But yeah, this membership and the seminar... did we get a chance to talk about the seminar last? Not really, though, but it seemed like...
And a recap video came out on Rumble.
Yeah? Okay. Everything's coming out on Rumble.
For those that don't know, the material that comes out on Rumble is kind of an extension of this show.
Yeah.
We get more in depth. We always record on Thursdays. We get more in depth than this. This is more about the people.
Yeah.
But the deep topics are on Thursdays.
We're going to start pushing out more and more, like the heavy content, right? Pretty soon.
I mean, we've got pretty deep, though.
Yeah.
A lot of behind-the-scenes stuff being revealed.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And I just want to say, we do have the postural therapy set up in the studio now. Because membership, there's going to be a postural therapy class.
Yeah.
So we need to shoot that. That's going to be every Wednesday night. Every Wednesday, there's going to be a postural therapy class. That's pretty cool. But on Tuesdays, we can always throw Sean over there
Oh
real
my
quick.
gosh. Like,
So just be on standby. Sweatpants next time.
I'm trying to, whatever. Okay. Oh yeah, I see Linda coming in.
Where's everyone from? Put your locations in the air. TT, IG, Zoom, FB, YouTube, Rumble.
Rumble be RB. No,
It's just
Rumble actually likes it.
Rumble likes us.
Levi, do we have locations?
While we're waiting for that to come in, I got a question here.
Right into it.
Someone's asking, I'd like to lower my cortisol and increase my metabolism. What can I do to help that?
Lower your cortisol. Well, we're talking about the adrenal glands. We're talking about stress. It could be stress or it could be the actual adrenal glands would be soft. I always go, when we're talking about an endocrine gland, I always look at it as a whole.
Yeah.
Now we're talking thyroid, pituitary.
Definitely. Oh, and I see another one before we get into locations. This is from Carolina. I haven't seen you in a while. You have to come on, Carolina. You have to. Sorry.
Carolina doesn't talk.
No, she loves us. Where is she? I hear her. I think.
I'm right here.
How have you been?
I don't speak. I always watch you guys. Not fun. It's more fun if I watch you all.
Nuh-uh. We love to speak to you. You're very animated.
Me? No way.
Yes, you
I'm
are.
Latin. What do you think? Latins are animated.
Yeah.
If they ask me to speak without my hands, I'll be like, no, I can't do it.
But how have you been? How have you been? Before we get into the question, how have you been? Yeah, that.
It's a lot of personal things going on, but Dr. Reese always speaks to me at night. Read stuff, listen to my videos.
You listen at night?
Yes.
Why
You're in my head the whole time.
I'm just talking in your head?
Yes. Remember to read my books.
Yeah. Imagine.
Someone told me that at the seminar.
Yeah.
They hear me in their head.
It's because I think a lot of it is, I really believe this, like certain voices just get to your soul, right? And you're one of those voices where it's just very memorable, and I go through so much during the day, and it's like, I hear you, and it's like, it's very meditative for me. It's very soothing because I'm like, oh, I just got to go and listen to that. This little lemon, we're throwing away all the good.
That's great.
Because when I hear you, it's like, oh, I can go back into meditation now. So I think that people just don't understand just how healing your voice just it is, and it's on its own. Besides all the information you say, just that in itself is just so powerful for me. So I believe that people's voices can radiate a certain frequency in the brain, and you have that. So
awesome.
Yeah.
I'm glad you pick up on all that.
Yeah. Oh, much more. I just touched the iceberg, the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, honestly. Honestly.
Yeah.
So what kind of question did you have?
I call it voice therapy.
Voice therapy.
And I sort of do that in my profession. So I teach singing. So that's sort of.
Frequencies then. Sure.
Yeah. So I do that, and I teach a lot of mindfulness work through my singing. So, yeah. So I think my question was just about the microbiome. kind of wanted to see if you could expand. I know quite a bit of resource on that, but I wanted your opinion about a microbiome and just how can a healthy microbiome help our overall health, or how can we sort of stimulate that in our bodies, or how to keep a healthy microbiome in our bodies overall.
So the microbiome is just a fancy word for the environment. And it's the second line of defense. The first line of defense is going to be the stomach acid, right? The stomach comes first. And then we go down a little more, and then we got the intestines, and that's where the microbiome is. That's where you got your probiotics and all your little creatures, all the creatures, and they regulate everything. So, that's why it's important that your gut is healthy, because that's ground zero for the rest of your body from a biochemical standpoint. And, just staying off the poor four foods. And, someone could always go on a kind of a probiotic cultured diet just for a few weeks, just to populate it. Cheese is good for that. Yogurt is good for that. Sauerkraut is good for that. You don't have to overdo it all the time, but just 1 week, 2 weeks, populate your stomach. Or I shouldn't say stomach, your gut as a whole. But you still have to have the stomach acid. If you don't have the stomach acid, then everything just goes kaput.
SIBO. Crazy. Thank you for that, and thank you for coming on, Carolina. I hope everything get better. Yeah, and I appreciate you coming. I just thought of this is the crazy part. I just thought about you literally the other day. So
we manifested you.
Yeah, just to see you on and you asked that question, I was like, whoa, it's been a minute.
Well, those things are felt. There's such thing as a cosmic communication. So
I believe it.
They are felt.
Yeah,
absolutely. Thoughts are felt for sure. So
absolutely.
There you go. There is the there's the thing. I was there.
Yeah.
You didn't see it anyway.
In the new membership that's coming, there's a whole section called voice therapy, and there's going to be my meditations, and there's going to be bedtime stories.
Even the Reese resets, I think.
Reese resets, we call them. They're like little 5-minute things if somebody's angry or scared or something.
Like for every emotion, he'll have like something for you in that time. So like you can go somewhere and just decompress, Oh.
But the bedtime stories have been very requested. And, there's some that I really went hard with.
Really?
I mean, up in that vocal booth, nobody's looking. You can really like you're at, put your whole being into it.
Yeah.
There's love stories. Like, she looked into his eyes.
Oh my God.
The stare back was magnetic,
Yeah.
And so I hope people like it, and I hope it helps.
Absolutely. Well, again, Carolina, thank you so much for coming on and, just being present. Honestly, it's very uplifting to see you back on the lives again. So,
Thank you.
yeah, no, thank you. And I hope everything gets better, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, Carolina.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me ask the question. Thank you, Dr. Reese.
No problem.
Hi, Bertha.
Hottie.
I see you.
Oh, and so yeah, look at some of the locations. A lot of people coming from California, Redondo Beach, SoCal, Southern California, Ventura, California, Toronto.
Hello, Linda.
Linda from
We
Toronto.
got your maple syrup over here.
Yeah.
It actually made a video that we did on Rumble. And YouTube.
Congratulations.
So it's on there.
It's gonna get used. I got some pancake mix.
Alan's already mixing it with the macaroons.
Yeah, I sure did. I sure did. I'm not ashamed of it at all. Do we have more locations on the socials, Levi?
Yeah, of course. We got a Minnesota. We got a London, Ontario, Canada.
Mm.
Scrolling down here. Melbourne, Australia. Seattle.
Australia.
Love us.
Tennessee. Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge. Los Angeles.
Oh,
New Hampshire. Scrolling down, there's a bunch of people joining in here.
no, we don't have to. I think it's a good time to get into questions.
Christine, do you have anyone?
How can you reverse asthma?
Well, we have an asthma reversal on video. And, it typically comes down to nutritional deficiency. It typically comes down to soft tissue, the organ.
Mm-hmm.
Organs are soft tissue. So not as simple as saying take this and then it'll go away, but it is very reversible. We have people that are not on inhalers anymore. They're
Mhm.
gone. They still carry them around because PTSD right there.
30 years for inhalers too.
Oh yeah.
Their whole life.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know someone who carried her inhalers around for 2 years after it was reversed. Case.
Yeah. Relying on those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, this person should get a discovery analysis
Yeah.
so that we can see the whole body head to toe.
Usually, rarely is ever the disease like the source of the site of the pain or disease, the actual cause. Like just because the disease is in the lungs doesn't mean it's actually coming from the lungs. That the root cause is coming from the lungs. And if people start realizing that, you'll realize how important head to toe healing is. So that's why, like Dr. Reese literally just says discovery analysis for everything. It's because we need to zoom out. We have to zoom out.
Zoom out.
Doctor looks at your lungs. That's not a good doctor because it's not a lung issue.
Nope.
Surprisingly enough, it's not. it's way bigger than a lung issue. And so zoom out, get a discovery analysis to
Someone
start
with
looking.
asthma could have bunions. They go together.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly. It all matters.
Order your discovery.
Like,
How do they get them? I don't even know.
you gotta go to the email the piece over pain.
What are you doing?
Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada boom. Hey, Vinny, go get the discovery.
Am I on the camera? peaceoverpainclinic@gmail.com, or you can just text 860-494-2407. That's my coach line, and I'll basically set you up with the link. Or for those of you on socials, you can DM the Peace Over Pain Clinic,
Or
and
just
we'll help
go to
you
the
out.
website, too.
Just go to the website.
It's right there.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
But yeah, if you want to get more information about it, I'll be happy to guide you on that. Any more questions, Christine?
Yeah.
One more?
Failure. I'm told nothing can be done. Is that true?
Not true. Congestive heart failure typically is going to come from one of two things. Either it's the kidneys, right? People on dialysis have problems. Heart,
Mm-hmm.
because they're not filtering properly. So everything's backing up. But the second thing is an absolute nutritional deficiency. Of course, we saw that and featured Dr. Wallach's work with the Dolphins, right?
Yeah.
Dolphins. So, no, that got reversed real quick.
Yeah. Yeah. It's simple. It's very simple, but addressing it correctly is key. You know, the single nutrient recommendations are so dangerous, and yeah, I always recommend like what?
We get criticized for not giving out the
Yeah.
nutrients.
What's the nutrient?
Yeah, what's the
Tell us.
Yeah,
It's like it's the same.
or we get called greedy.
We're just trying to keep people safe. I mean, you see it like all of these doctors would say the first big case was what? Diabetes. They mentioned those two. Everybody went out and got them, and then what happened? Plateau. Because as you take too much of one thing, you lose the other. Everything is in balance. Everything is in balance. Everything's a ratio. So
You need the whole thing.
yeah, take the whole thing so you're not messing up the balance of the body. I mean, you don't go outside. Well, there's not any fruit trees anymore, and we can talk about that, like what happened to all the fruit trees. But you can go outside, and if you picked a fruit from a tree, it's not just gonna have vitamin C in it. It's not just gonna have iron in it. It's gonna have other nutrients and cofactors.
Right.
So that's what a program like ours would look to simulate.
Right.
Yeah, thank you, Christine. I'm gonna switch over to Levi, and then we're gonna get into the Zoom room. So I see some questions coming in. Go ahead and start loading those questions in the Zoom room. Coach Levi, what questions do we have over on the rest of the socials?
So Elaine is asking, I have knee pain. What do I do?
I'm having a flashback of being at my primary care physician's office almost 20 years ago, saying, I'm at the gym, my knees really hurts. He goes, what are you doing? I said, box jumps. He goes, okay, don't do that anymore. I go, you did 10 years of school for that?
Don't do that. Don't do that anymore.
Oh my gosh.
That's crazy.
I would need to see this person's body to evaluate. But typically, knee pain is coming from the pelvis.
And you do that on discovery analysis.
Yes.
Knee, everything. It's like a postural segment and then a nutrition segment, or
Right.
like nutrient kind of mindfulness type segment.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because, there's so many things that could be wrong. The femur could be rotated inward,
Mm-hmm.
and the tib fib could be rotated outward. That's called tibial torsion.
Mm-hmm.
So now you're twisting the whole thing, walking around. Or you could have bow legs.
Yeah.
You could have knock knees. Like there's
Like
so many
yeah.
things that could be happening, and so I would need to.
It's pretty crazy. Like once you started teaching me about the posture, like walking around. Costco's is the best place to do that because that's like you see so many people just walking around, and
I've still never been there, but
you gotta go. Little people watch.
There's nothing Walmart can't handle.
Oh
okay?
no, we're not. Come on now.
Walmart's where you want to go to evaluate bodies.
No. Costco's. There's more people. You get so many people. It's like from whatever. It's just amazing to see like how people walk and like how everybody has a specific gait pattern.
So you can't unsee it now.
No. I saw somebody that I didn't even understand how they were walking because their knees were like coming inward. Well, their leg was coming inward.
Right.
And so it looked like their foot was like off.
Right.
It didn't, how are you walking like that?
Right.
And then it's like, you want to go up to them. You're like, I want to like show you how you can change your whole life for the better. But like what we practice is so
Different.
yeah, for lack of better words, different than anything.
We got no sales pitch. There's no way. There's no way to sell this thing.
Without like an hour talk.
More than that, you
Yeah.
need to read the books. You need to watch the videos. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
People come in super cold, and they're just lost. I get DMs all the time
Hmm.
with questions like that, and best I can do is say, please get familiar.
They literally got to become a student. This is literally a school.
This is I say it all the time. This is hard.
Mm.
I'd have an easier time selling air conditioning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone knows what that is. Nobody knows what head to toe healing is.
No.
So it's gonna take years.
Yeah, most likely. Exactly. Any more questions?
Yeah, Michelle Trogers is asking, would you comment on mast cell activation and low histamine diet?
Mast cell activation's been coming up a lot lately. So I'm thinking there's a influencer out there that has a whole page dedicated to it because they're zoomed in.
Mm-hmm.
They're zoomed in and they're nerded out on it. But if you zoom out, you look at the body as a whole unit from head to toe, then you know, talking soft tissue there. Mast cell, soft tissue, bone marrow and such.
Mm. Interesting.
So if we did a discovery, we would find out this person's missing nutrition. This person could have a tilted pelvis. Spine could be flat. I mean, same thing with histamines. Soft tissue.
Thank you. So I'm gonna head over to the Zoom room really quick. I see some people asking questions. Priscilla, would you like to come on first, Priscilla? I don't even know how to see if they are like saying yes or no.
Yeah, you just gotta.
Yeah, I see you waving your hand. Hey, oh, she's in Florida right now. Ooh, she's on vacation. Can she unmute?
I'll ask her.
Okay.
Hi, I just got back this morning. I'm
Oh,
camera shy. I'm camera shy, so you can just ask the question.
okay. No problem. No problem. Thank you for saying something.
What makes you
Hello,
shy?
everyone.
You don't want to talk to the world,
Not the world, no.
but the world needs you.
I know, not right now.
Leave a message after the tone.
Maybe another time.
Leave a message after the tone. Beep.
I'm still recuperating from traveling.
Yeah, understand that. Mm-hmm. Time zone change too, right? You went from it's like an hour
Right.
behind or something.
Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
That hour did something to you, didn't it?
It did.
Well, thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and ask you a question, and yeah, we'll just
Thank
go
you.
from there. No problem.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
No problem. So Priscilla was asking, is there such thing as having dampness in the stomach? If so, what is the cause and what can be done about it for a girlfriend of hers?
Dampness. It's an interesting question. I mean, let's hope not. Mold grows in dampness.
Yeah.
I suppose it could be a thing, but if you got the proper stomach acid and your microbiome is doing its thing, I don't see why it would happen.
Yeah, may need a little more context.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it'd be cold. I think when you think of damp. Probably like Chinese
Maybe they
medicine.
need to hydrate.
Maybe salt.
All
Salt is that fixer, guys. Salt is the fixer.
salt is definitely key. A lot.
Yeah, the right salt, of course, but
You know, the word salary comes
yeah.
because the Romans used to trade it.
Yeah, how did salt go from being a currency to being like everybody's scared of it?
The heart revolution.
Hmm.
Everyone's scared of heart attacks.
But apparently, if if heart disease is getting a little,
Calm down over there.
let's pipe down a little bit, Sean. If heart disease is still the top killing disease in America and probably the world, I haven't looked at statistics lately, but then how is it still salt? If everybody's taking salt out of the diet, how is it still salt that's killing people? How? Explain that. In the low fat movement and such like that, everybody was getting rid of fat and salt. But what changed? If anything, numbers went up.
I would like to say if saturated fat causes heart attacks, why aren't carnivore animals dropping dead out there?
Just running,
Like
all that
you're just
running.
walking down the street and there's a bobcat laying there. Oh, he had a heart attack.
Yeah. Dang. Mr. Bobcat.
Mr. Bobcat's gone. He was he was eating smaller cat.
But even there were studies, like goats, like herbivores, having heart attacks
Right.
and arterial sclerosis.
From eating the poor four foods.
Yeah. What saturated fat are they eating? No, it's like it's crazy. We need to make that. Yeah, Bertha. I assumed it was like Chinese medicine talk. Could be like just cold in general. For that question about the dampness in the stomach, Levi, can you scroll up a little?
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh
That
wait,
good?
yeah.
Okay.
Can you Google dampness in the stomach?
I've noticed.
Get some
Just
context on it.
Linda is saying that I've noticed the physical misalignments are showing up in much younger people. Oh yeah,
Technology.
look, just
Technology, yep.
like looking up.
No, I've evaluated some young bodies in the Discovery, and yeah, they're jacked up.
It's already
Pretty
there.
bad.
It's a sad thing. Yeah,
We're not climbing trees anymore.
no,
We're not going hunting anymore. We're not running in the fields anymore.
rolling down hills.
No, you could even say we're not pushing lawnmowers anymore. Even that.
Yeah, I mean, who do you see walking on the side of the sidewalk?
Everyone, one of the worst things that ever happened to humans. To make a case, it is the worst thing. Is when that television came out in the 1960s. I think it was the 1960s. Black and white TV. People huddled around. There's only like 3 stations. And that was the birth of couch potatoes.
Yeah.
And it's been downhill ever since. I mean, junk food is a travesty too, but people not moving is a big deal. I mean, movement or walking, probably the second most important thing besides breathing.
Mhm.
You need to breathe and you need to walk. Like even eating and drinking would come after those two. Like you have to breathe and you have to walk. And people are sitting there on the couch and they're watching television and not walking, they're not moving, and their bodies are just, even if they're
Yeah.
16, 17 years old, their bodies are just,
Like being pushed into a box.
yeah, it's being pulled. The muscles are being pulled and the bones are just collapsing. They're just collapsing.
Mm.
And then the medical monopoly is making a fortune from knee surgeries and hip surgeries and carpal tunnel, bunions, and genetics. Nah, TV.
Yeah.
JFK versus Nixon.
It's getting pretty crazy. Younger and younger. Donna is asking, do you have a view or comment on stem cells? I have access to some stem cells from a grandson born 2022 and do wonder in what capacity they would ever be used to benefit health. Thinking of my inner ear problem, sudden hearing loss, the ENT medical monopoly doctor
Poo-pooed. Poo-poo. It's my favorite term. Poo-pooed.
Poo-pooed the idea. Full stop. Thanks.
Yeah, so I'm assuming you have stem cells from the birth.
Mm.
Is that correct? Okay. You have them. Okay. Stem cells is a soft tissue thing. So could they help? It could. It's a micro method. It's not a heal all. We get people calling us all the time that just dropped like $8,000 on stem cell therapy, calling us. They're not calling to say hi. They're calling us because it didn't work or it didn't work all the way. I think stem cell therapy is bad. We're going to see that in the next years.
Mm.
But right now, there's a lot of places overseas, a lot of clinics that are making a killing off it, and they package it in like it's a vacation. So you go stay in the hotel, and it's a whole resort thing. Get your stem cells, and you stay here by the beach. Panama and Colombia, and they're doing well with that. But I think in your situation, we're talking about Vedic movement, and if my memory serves me correct, it was reported to me that you were having some changes in the ear, right? Did it freak you out? Can you unmute for a sec? The world wants to hear you. Can't hear you yet. Levi, can you unmute her?
The only thing I can do is ask to unmute.
There we go.
There you go.
Yes, it's still freaking me out because I have white noise in my ear and no sound going in. So with just tinnitus, you can mask it, but you can't mask this. So it's very freaky.
What's freaky about it?
It has a feeling of fullness and there's always a noise in my head. Like I have no quiet in my head ever.
Well, most people don't because they're thinking too much. I know what you mean. Background noise.
Yeah, it's like a blow dryer sound. It's white noise. The amazing thing is it doesn't stop me from sleeping well. I sleep amazing. I fall asleep and sleep all night till the morning.
And so this noise that you're hearing is brand new.
I had tinnitus many years ago and I masked it and then I habituated and I got used to it. But then in October, after a case of vertigo, the sound got very loud and unavoidable and I couldn't ignore it. And then my hearing one morning was gone in one ear, gone, still gone.
How long ago was that?
March 8th. Not that I'm keeping track of dates, but yeah, March 8th. Yeah.
March 8th, as in a few months ago.
Right.
And then you joined us a little bit after.
Yes. I was watching way before that though. I was yeah, but I did join after that.
But this new noise that you have now is different from the noise after March 8th, after that time period.
Yes, 100%.
Okay, because I think it's progress. I think it's progress. I think things are moving around. You're on the nutrients. You're with Connor doing, yeah.
Yeah.
You're doing the postural alignment therapy. You're on the nutrients. You're hopefully talking to your inner child. You're doing what you need to do. Yeah, maybe a band starts playing at some point. Maybe, maybe you get some Sinatra going. I mean, it could happen.
What's really weird is when I chew, I hear eek, eek, it changes. And if I go like this,
Yes.
it makes a beep, 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 like it changes. If I shake my head like this, I
That's
hear it right now. It
yes.
changes.
Yes, I'm confirming. That's progress. Progress. Things are moving around. You got lymphatic fluid just stuck. You want to speed it up? Add some grapes. Get some big grapes right now, too. I saw them at the grocery store. I snuck a few. Big grapes. Big grapes. Why is Levi looking at me?
I was going to ask you, is there a type of grape that is the best?
The darker, the more lymphatic movement. You can oranges work too. Melons work. Those are the big three. If you start eating those a little more, which you can easily do, because we inspire you guys to have one fruit meal a day anyway, you might see it start moving even more. So I think, the miracle's around the corner.
I think a miracle is what will be needed. I mean, have you ever heard of someone's hearing restored? I mean, can lymphatic stagnation literally stop your ear from hearing? And why in one and not the other?
Well, that's actually, I feel, proves my point that it's in one and not the other. Because if one side of the body is doing something different than the other side, it could just get stuck. So we gotta undo the muscles, and we gotta let the fluids flow. Right? You got two fluids in your body. You got the red stuff and the white stuff. And in this case, we're talking about the white stuff, and it just needs to move. It's just going to break up and break up and break up. Before you know it, it's going to start feeling like water.
Did you mention the rebound trampoline?
Rebounder would be good too, but you might not be ready for that yet.
I
Maybe?
have one.
Oh,
Yeah. What day are you on in the program?
I'm on week 3.
Okay.
Hmm.
You're a rookie. So wait till about day 60 and we'll see. We'll hop
I'm already flattened by those modules, the inner child modules. I'm like completely flattened by them.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Keep talking. Keep talking. Keep working, doing the inner child work. Keep asking it to heal you.
That's the real healer right there.
Yeah.
Everybody discounts that, but you can quite literally imagine or come up with your own pain and it actually manifests. And then what? Placebo? We forget about placebo and its effort. I say this almost every live, but placebo is actually like a real competitor against most medications. That's the reason why they take it out and use other medications. A sugar pill is competing against an actual medication that alters your body. And that's just to account how the mind can heal. So it's a practice. It's a practice. And I believe in you, Donna. I know it's hard. I know that, well, I honestly, I don't know your struggle. And so
You're on a roller coaster ride.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
you just got to put your
strange.
arms up when it goes down and just go, wee. That's all you. That's what you have to do. That's all you can do. That's all you can do.
It's all
At the end of
crazy.
the ride, there'll be a prize waiting for you.
Yeah.
So stay off the poor for foods. Don't cheat. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Absolutely.
You'll be fine. Let the program do its work. It's still early. 3 weeks. It's
Yeah.
like 20 days.
Yeah.
Day 60, we'll get on a Zoom, me, you, and Sean, and we'll see where you're at.
Okay.
Thank you for coming on, Donna, and stay strong, okay?
Thank you.
No problem. Levi, would you be able to scroll down a little bit? Oh, my goodness. Well, thank you, everybody, for asking questions. I'll have to come back to you guys. Christine, haven't seen you in a minute. Do we have any questions on the socials? I think it's FB.
Yeah, I couldn't get on that one, but I'm on another one.
Okay.
And I have a question from Nat35. She says, oh no, sorry, wait. I took that all back. Take that all back.
Erase it.
What opinion do you have about infrared or light therapy?
It's another micro method. I just bought a sauna. Put it in the basement. It is not light. It's a steamer thing.
Mhm.
I did not want to get the light therapy stuff. They say it like goes in and gets the deep layers and
Yeah.
just give me some steam. Just give me some steam. It's nothing like it. Steam. Open up your nose. Yeah.
I hear that the frequencies that come from red light are kind of questionable.
Everything's questionable. We're not going to know anything for another 100 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the damage of these phones? What's the damage of these lights and TVs? And oh gosh.
That's another thing with like the invention of this type of technology. Everything is speeding up. You know how
Yeah.
it usually took like a couple years for it to get around the world, and then everybody kind of updates and shares ideas, but it takes time. And everything is so instant now. It's like everything is speeding up, speeding up, speeding up.
Yeah.
We've done more things in these last 100 years that we've done in the whole existence of humanity. And so
Fast.
it's crazy.
Just go back 100 years to 1924 and look at humans 100 years.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That doesn't even feel like 100 years ago.
It's crazy.
Big difference. Big difference. Any more questions, Christine?
Yeah, Mr. Natalie. Hey doc, what's the fastest way to get my hypoglycemia under control with my Addison's?
Okay, so you're talking about the adrenal glands here. First step would be to make sure you're very, very hydrated. Sometimes hypoglycemia can just dehydration.
Mm.
Get hydrated. But then you gotta address the adrenal glands. The adrenal glands do play a factor in blood sugar. You know? So now we're talking about the endocrine system. This is what happens is if your blood sugar drops, your cortisol spikes. Because your body goes into fight or flight. Anyone that's ever had low blood sugar or is hungry,
Mhm.
right? Hangry.
Grr.
Hey, look, I made the balloons go.
See, I told you it only works with
All I
you.
had to do was quotes.
Can't do it.
You seen it? Anyway, it made me excited. So yeah, the adrenal glands. And there's a whole chapter in my book, Reverse the Cause, on hypoglycemia.
All right, thank you, Christine.
Can we check in with Dr. G real quick?
I was about to check in with Dr. G. Don't get
What do you
Oh,
eat?
yeah,
What
what
do
are you eating, man? What's for dinner?
This dinner looks good. I don't
Like
even
he doesn't even hear us. He's in that food.
He's in that zone. I saw his before and after pictures the other day
Yeah,
for the postural therapy.
really.
Big change. Huge change.
But
This is great. People just they just eat while they're on live with us because they're multitasking. Great.
living life.
Should have called it dinner with Dr. Reese.
Yeah, he's probably talking to some wife. So really quickly, I wanted to help.
Hi, Lisa. I see you, Lisa.
Yep. Just finding one here. So Susan Healy's asking, is it safe to take calcium supplements, and what other supplements to take with them to protect from the arteries getting blocked?
Well, calcium supplements don't block arteries. Calcium from your bones block arteries. It would only do that if you have inflammation in the arteries.
Or you don't have enough calcium.
Or you don't have enough calcium, right?
Yeah.
So you want more calcium with a little K in there to help it circulate. But you want all 90 essential nutrients.
Yeah, like calcium is that important that your body will compensate for itself just to put calcium in the blood.
Yep. And if you're not ready to get a discovery and be a VIP client, then join our membership on June 4th and get on the 90 essential nutrients.
You can at least start there to start learning about. I think that's a good way to learn about your practice a little more. The membership. That's what I'm hoping for. Like people can actually understand.
It's a completely separate product, but it definitely can become a incubator.
Mm-hmm.
People thinking about going VIP.
Yeah, I agree. One more question.
Right.
What happened to the dampness?
I'm gonna get to that. Oh yeah, dampness.
That was like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Do you want me to pull it up, or do you want me to like read it?
Read it, please.
So I just searched up dampness in the stomach, and there's types of dampness. And according to Chinese medicine, chronic dampness that affects the stomach. There's dampness that affects the stomach that also affects the urinary and the kidneys. Symptoms include headache, fever, and swollen glands. I'll go deeper into it here just a second. It seems like all sorts of things will happen if you don't have a healthy stomach.
The definition of it.
I mean,
Levi's and Jamie training.
I feel like that would
That's
just.
a Joe Rogan joke, if anyone.
Yeah. Even I don't know.
Jamie.
You don't know who Jamie is?
You don't know who
Jamie is? You don't what? Joe Rogan? Sorry. I watch clips.
See, he
What do
does
you
this to
want me
me
to
all
do?
the time here. I don't sound like that.
Oh my gosh.
You should see how they are when I'm not in the office.
Yeah, this is like a 24/7 thing. I feel like dampness, diluted stomach acid. Because when I see damp, I think cold. Think of infection, pathogens growing.
Yeah.
And what happened? And just salt. Heat it up. Spice things up.
Okay, so there's this little article. Dampness is a term that we use a lot in traditional Chinese medicine and acupuncture. But what is dampness, and how does it affect our bodies? Dampness in the bodies can be caused by external factors like the weather or insect bites, dietary factors, etc., etc.
Bertha said that.
Oftentimes, exterior conditions like humidity or exposure to mold can create havoc internally. So how do you know if you're affected? One of the best ways to measure this is by looking at your digestion. If you're often gassy, have loose stools, or bloated.
So yeah, that's good. So there's nothing there, basically. It's just another micro term that another philosophy created to say the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Sean is right. Salt.
Salt it up.
Salt it up.
Levi, can we scroll up a little bit, please?
Yep.
That's a comp. Oh, wait. Okay, wait. Yeah, thank you. Andrea says, do you guys use filters, LOL, or is all your guys' skin, perfect skin tone due to your program?
Hmm.
A compliment.
It is a compliment. No filters. I don't think we have perfect skin though.
Yeah.
But yes, I mean when you're putting down this many nutrients, I mean you're bound to improve everything. Everything.
Skin is just an organ.
Healthy skin starts within.
The TT needs to be reset, FYI.
Oh,
I turn it around.
Yeah, but like
Just drag the
pimples,
puzzle piece.
pimples and acne, eczema, all of that. It's the body, the skin. It's just in a toxic environment. It's toxicity. It could be a pH issue, could be a food issue, could be anything really. Immune issue, nutrient issue, of course. And when you take care of those cylinders, your skin will reflect that. So will your hair. It's an extension of your skin.
My gray hairs.
Oh, yeah, we can see it in the earlier videos compared to now.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's like a change. Yeah, I saw.
Still in the beard.
The beard is slow. I don't understand why the beard is like growing. We're not gonna get into that.
You've been growing your beard for 25
I
years.
know. It just feels like I'm just gonna give up at this point. It's not working.
You're still beating Levi though.
what are you talking
I
about?
don't think he's really
See how
trying. I
long
think
this
he
thing
should.
is?
Levi's got to grow the chin just to make up lack of the.
You don't gotta give
Horn,
too
but
many
I
details,
did
but-
shave my chin, so it used to be longer. Just saying. Can you scroll down really quick, Levi, please?
Yep.
Just making sure we don't have any. Well, thank you, Andrea. That was a nice compliment. I want to switch over to Levi to complete that cycle of questions really quick, and then I'll get over to answer Bertha's question. And if anybody else has questions, you can go ahead and start logging them in. Bertha, I might have you on. I want to talk to you. It's been a minute. We didn't get to do it
Bertha's
last
in the
time.
beginning of the program too.
Yeah.
Still.
Well, she's a hottie. She's still a hottie. Well, we might as well talk now. Bertha,
Oh, you mean a hot mess?
a hottie.
Oh.
You gotta be a hottie.
I'm not aware of nicknames within the culture here.
Yeah, you get with the program, man. It's hotties. Team hottie.
Dr. Reese, I will be a hottie in a year. So it sounds much better than a hot mess. So I am a hot mess. It's a great start, right?
Are you still in orientation?
Yes.
Mm,
A lot of videos there, huh?
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Is it overwhelming?
Yes.
Well, you see
And I
why?
have a few things going on in my life that
Yeah.
have added to the overwhelm. So yeah.
Good.
But,
It's a reason to practice mindfulness training.
Mm,
yes.
turning out.
But Christine is great. I just message her and she's great.
Yeah, there.
Mhm.
That's the beauty of the program. That's my favorite feature is how the coaches are there.
Yes.
Well, you need that hand holding experience. I know, like, even the
Not everyone's different. Some people
exactly.
don't. Some
Oh.
people just show up for their call and you don't hear
Oh,
from
yeah,
them at
yeah.
all. But I know if it was me, I'd be all over it. Man, I would check in on a random day to just say, "Hey, how you doing?"
Yeah,
Hey, how you doing? Going.
but even the body does crazy things, and you don't know whether you're doing the right thing, or it's like, oh, I should definitely stop this.
Right.
And so, who are you gonna go to? You're gonna wait a week to talk to your a month to talk to your doctor
Yeah.
for him to say, oh, well, you know.
Yeah.
Here's some medication for that.
Some people wait like a whole year to just see a specialist.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, very crazy. The most I had to wait was 2 months for a checkup. It's like by then I'm like in a whole nother state. I'm in a like whole nother state of health. Like I need answers that day. Issues are happening. Priscilla's asking, speaking of gray hair, is there anything natural that can reverse gray hair?
It's nutrients.
Yeah.
Soft tissue nutrients.
Is there hope for me?
Huh?
Of course there's hope.
You
Yeah.
think this?
Of course. We had a woman, and it's on video. It's out there somewhere.
Yeah.
Her gray hair reversed, and she was in her 60s.
It's quicker for women for some
Quicker for
reason,
women,
right?
yeah.
And you're lucky. You're so lucky. That's pretty cool. Guess what?
What? Time?
It is 7 o'clock.
It's 7 o'clock.
I feel like
Wow.
we didn't get to anything. I was checking the timestamp and then no, it's already 7:02. Linda says your hair looks beautiful, Bertha. Embrace it.
Thank you, Linda.
And yeah, I mean, I don't know. I was kind of caught off guard. I didn't expect it to end that fast. I wanted to do another.
Done.
Sorry,
Get a discovery
guys.
analysis, peace over pain clinic at G.
Or call. Am I on? 860-494-2407. I love to speak to people, so go ahead and shoot me a text. I'm not always gonna pick up the phone if you call, so just leave a voicemail. But we can definitely get you started on the right path for you, or discovery analysis, books, whatever. Extra questions, just talk to me. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. This went really fast, but I look forward to the next episode. I'm glad we got the live back up and running as it should be. And stay tuned. We have new features coming.
Yeah, membership in a month. And shout out to Levi for hooking up the new setup.
Yeah, go to the shop. Say something to the people. All comfortable in your socks and stuff. Yeah, Levi set this whole thing up, so wouldn't be possible without Levi. He literally put a whole day of work into setting it up and making it possible. So thank you, man. You're the goat. Yeah, researcher. And Christina, thank you for making the time to come and help us out. We always appreciate you.
Christine, we need you every week.
Oh, I never answered Bertha's question. I'm sorry. Bertha's on vitamins. The vitamins are the vitamins only for the VIP.
Individual protocols are VIP, but in the new membership that's coming, somebody can get on the 90 essential nutrients, but it's not personalized.
Okay, yeah.
But you can still get on the 90 essential nutrients. One of the features. So there's a lot in that membership, which again will be June 4th. There's a lot.
Stay tuned. I think 2 more Tuesdays away.
Wow.
But yeah, everybody's. And thank you guys.
Levi. Thank you.
How much is the membership? $55 a month.
$55 for the first month. You get grandfathered in.
Mm-hmm.
But then it goes up to $95. Get in that first month, you get grandfathered in.
Staying tuned. Have a good evening. You as well, Lori. Everybody, thank you for tuning in again. And thank you. Just thank you. And we'll see you next time, okay?
Good night.
Peace. Good night. Good morning. Good night. Good afternoon.
Oh,
Good
wow.
noon. Good evening.